Hello, I'm Pia and welcome back. It's been a hot minute since I've uploaded something, but here we are. I think I actually built and recorded this in maybe May. And today we are building a Scandinavian summer house. Mainly because in April, so not quite half a year ago, I went to visit my friend in Denmark and we stayed at her friend's summer house. So obviously whenever we took a walk, I looked around and thought, oh no, this is so nice. I wonder how and if I can recreate it in The Sims. So she was kind enough to look up one of the realtors we saw on the streets advertising homes. So I actually looked up some in the area where we stayed, but I couldn't find any houses that I particularly liked or really wanted to recreate. So I think I stuck with the same realtor, but just in a different area of Denmark. And I kind of tried to recreate this as faithfully as possible, which is also, if you're wondering why I use certain items and not others, first of all, because, as I said, I recorded this in probably May, and that's why I don't own some of the packs that came out after, obviously, or that I bought after, either way, and also because I just try to stay as faithful to the original as possible. It did have a lot of windows. I was very confused about that. Just like so many windows. But yeah, I really did enjoy the build because it took me back to the time we spent there together. So my friend and I and her boyfriend as well, which is always very nice and a lot of fun. And I do enjoy spending time with them, even though they are far more active than I am. And sometimes it's good for me to be forced to be active. But we went out to I think it's like a national park or something, and saw horses which lived there. They weren't quite wild horses, but they just roamed around. And that was a bit scary, not gonna lie. Because, I don't know, they can just run you over and kill you. Because they are big. And I'm just a human. And they are not. So, I don't know, if you're just walking around in a forest and suddenly you hear a group of horses whinnying, it is a bit eerie and it is kind of a bit scary, I do have to admit. But it was still fun. We got a couple of good photos in. A good walk, had snacks. I made my friend buy snacks. I kindly asked if we could get snacks because I'm a snack person. So we had snacks in the forest or national park or national forest or whatever it was. And it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. We were at the southernmost park of Denmark, which was also fun. Because you could see Germany from there. Not that I'd ever been to that part of Germany, but now I've been to that part of Denmark and saw that part of Germany. But yes, anyway, we are building this quite large cabin, and everything was so bright, which I really enjoyed. And it was a fairly easy build. As I said, I tried to recreate it as faithfully as possible. And it was just, I don't know, fun to build. And obviously you struggle with the usual things like roofing, because roofing in The Sims is never the same as in real life. But it was still good, still fine. And there were a surprising amount of furniture that actually was kind of true to the images I had seen of this summer house. If I remember, I'll put up pictures. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that because it is a real life house. And also, to be fair, I don't know if the house has been sold by now and therefore isn't listed on the website. But I will check. You will either see the house or won't see the house. But just imagine it to be kind of like this. Yeah, and what I really kind of like about these summer houses is that usually when they are rented out to tourists, they always have little like books. They do have bookshelves and you have books there. And it's so funny because some of the books were so old and they were like maps of Germany or even South America and Denmark and Sweden, obviously, which makes sense, but the South American didn't quite make sense. But some of them were so old, they were from, I think, the early 90s or something. It was just so funny to see. But yeah, I guess so you can plan your next trip. Don't know, but it was fun because they had a collection of German books and Swedish books, Danish books, maybe Swedish, I don't know, but definitely German and Danish books, which makes sense because if you are at this, like very close to the southernmost part of Denmark, obviously you get a lot of German tourists because there's also a ferry close by. So yeah, if you're handy with Google Maps, you can kind of figure out where we were. I am not trusting myself to pronounce it because my Danish is not very good. I did it on Duolingo for like maybe 2 months on and off, so I can't say anything. And as we all know, Duolingo teaches us fantastic things, such as my brother's turtle ate the girl's strawberry. So handy. I wish I would have known how to say this in Danish while I was in Denmark. It would have come in so handy. Not that I would need to know things like how much does this cost, or numbers, or anything. No, I need to know how to say that my turtle ate someone's strawberry. Maybe it's just to teach us certain like special characteristics of the language. I don't know. It was not very conversational, to be fair, which is not the thing with Spanish, because I'm also doing Spanish on Duolingo, and that one is a lot more conversational or a lot more useful in everyday life, because you learn things like eating and drinking, and yes, animals. And yes, okay, I think, yeah, to be fair, yesterday I did have a lesson where it was all about the cat eats the parrot, which is still probably more handy than saying that a turtle eats a strawberry. I don't know how many turtles there are in Denmark. There are probably a lot more cats in Spain. But yeah, I need to remember to do it today as well, so I don't lose my streak. We are getting close to doing the backyard. I wanted to take on parts of the house where we stayed because they had a deck area and a sort of picnic table, which was really nice, and they also had a little shed for garden tools and a place to chop firewood, which my friend I think really enjoyed because she did get a good workout in, and it was just fun to hack things. I tried it too, but I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, so I was scared the entire time that I would just hack into my leg, which would not be a lot of fun. I have similar things with bowling. Like, we went bowling the other day, and I was so scared of my fingers getting stuck in the holes, or of me just slipping on the like wooden bowling floor with those bowling shoes. Not a lot of fun. did not enjoy that very much. So yeah, Scaredy Cat kind of fits well. But yes, anyway, I wanted to take this part of my actual holiday into the Sims build. Which is why in the end you will see me put in sort of like a wood shed. A wood shed? Yes, a wood shed. Not a wooden shed. Also a wooden shed. A wooden wood shed. Where you can chuck the wood. That is not a thing I'm going to try to actually say as a tongue twister. Yeah, I'm just jumping around and doing like more details, more detailed decorations now, because I tend to get down the like basic furnishings and like the basic decoration before I go into detail, just because I find it easier to do it that way. Because detailing always takes a lot of time, and I get frustrated when I see that I have only done like one room and nothing else. So yeah, but we are about to build kind of the little fireplace. I think I'm putting in a fireplace. The place we stayed at had a fireplace. Not a fire. It did have a fireplace, but I more meant a like fire pit. That was what I was thinking of. So I'm sure I put in a fire pit as well, and some cobwebs and stuff like that. So I was looking for wood and logs and everything in the decorations, and there was quite a lot to find, and also just a couple of knickknacks to put into the shed, because I imagined it more as a family vacation home rather than something you rent out to strangers, just because why not? But did I put it as a rental? I don't think I put it as a rental. I think I put it as a residential lot, but if you want to, obviously you can just change it to a rental. It works the same, and the spirit is still kept, the spirit of the summer house. Yeah, as I said, kind of trying to get a wood chucking area in, or wood shopping area, and I had such a hard time finding an axe. I really wanted to find an axe and put it somewhere, and I'm not entirely sure if I did find one in the end. I did find a lot of other like tools and just knickknacks to put around the garden shed, but I'm not sure if I found can't remember anymore anyway, but I guess we will see. Did find a lot of like logs and trees and whatnot, and yeah, in the end I think I'm quite happy with the build. I did enjoy it. I think most of it stems from me just really enjoying the build and kind of, you know, being a little bit nostalgic about just hanging out with my friend for an entire week. Because usually I just pop over for like a long weekend, or at least that's what I've done the last 2 times I went there. So it was really nice to just spend a bit longer with her, and just also get away from the city. Like, I am a city girl so much. I just get kind of, I don't know, frustrated more or less when I can't just randomly walk outside and go to a cafe and have a, you know, iced latte and a cupcake or something. But I did really enjoy some time in nature, which I was surprised by. Like, it's not gonna happen anytime soon again, so I savored it, and it was nice. I did enjoy it. The weather was nice, the company was nice, Denmark is nice, Copenhagen was nice. We went for cheesecake. Copenhagen does have the best cheesecake. I can only recommend it for, you know, cheesecake purposes, and also just for being a great city. But yeah, we are nearing the end of this build, and I will give you a little tour in live mode or live mode, however you want to call it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this build. I hope you could also just relax a little bit and get a feeling for this funky little Danish summer house, or Scandinavian summer house. Alright, so here we are in live mode or build mode. It is a rental, I checked, because it is, or at least I placed it in granite folds. This is what it looks like on the outside. It's a bit tricky because of all the trees. We know the issue. Sims is great like that. Bit of a look into the garden. But yeah, let's start from the beginning. So you go here, you can put your shoes away and simply come in. Well, let me try. We all know I'm not very good at camera mode and actually showing houses. So we go in, we go into the entrance hall, and there is a bathroom here, which is just, you know, small little bathroom, has everything, well, not necessarily everything you need. It does not have a bathtub, so you can't actually have a pet. Well, you can brush the pet, but I think because you can also clean toddlers, so it's fine. You can have pets and toddlers in here. So yeah, this is just a small bathroom, which has the laundry as well. And if you go straight here, you go into one of the bedrooms, just a single bedroom with a built-in wardrobe. No, nothing spectacular. A little dresser, couple of pictures, somewhere to put your clothes. And if you then go here, you go into the, which I assume is the master bedroom because it has a double bed, and it's also kept very clean and very like maritime in a way, with the blue and the white, as it was in the photos that I saw of this listing, which I checked. It's not up anymore. I can't show you, I'm sorry. That's what you get for waiting half a year. But yeah, and maybe this is the master bedroom. I don't know. Either way, they are basically the same size, so you can choose, or you can have two couples be here. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Whatever's your cup of tea. But yeah, this one is a bit more brown and dark and warm than the other. The other one was quite maritime, as I said. But yeah, other than that, they're basically the same. You have a little bookcase here, a couple of places to store things, and then you can go into the like open living kitchen dining space. Here is kitchen area, or well, the dining area. And kitchen, which I quite like. It is quite modern, but I don't really mind it. Like, it's fine. It's nice. And there is the living area with the modern fireplace. I think it works. I think it's a nice mix of like modern and not so modern things. Modern, like traditional, more or less, things. Yeah. And then you can go outside through the sliding doors, either lounge on the lounge chairs, or sit at the picnic table, have a barbecue, go down, hang up your laundry. Yeah, and if you want to get something from the woodshed or the garden shed, you can. See, it even has holiday decorations for Christmas or Summerfest or Winterfest or whatever. And yeah, there's the little wood chopping area without an axe, but with a very large lock. And yeah, this is the house. This is the look inside. And I hope you enjoyed this build. I certainly did. And I hope you enjoyed me sort of coming back to YouTube to then probably vanish again for another couple of months. But yeah, take good care, make good choices. Goodbye.